all of you today can learn something from these three dignitaries about their journey, and anyone amongst us who plan to expand our business or who plans to franchise our business should be able to take a lot of learning and tips from all of you. So I welcome all of you here to NRAI's 13th event today, and it's an honor to have you all on board.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm going to start just by knowing a little about all of you. Puneet, I'll start with you. As far as my knowledge serves, you started with a single kiosk for selling rolls in Magarpatta. Most of the recipes were from your household. How did you grow and build a brand which has around 120 plus stores in 35 cities? And I'm told that you sell around 15,000 rolls a day. So run us through how this happened from one kiosk to 15,000 rolls a day.
First of all, Saili, I would like to thank each and everyone sitting over here and NRAI committee for having me here. So it's little overwhelming for me. Like, I didn't think that we would reach this far, to be very honest. The idea was शुरू कर दो, जो होगा देखा जाएगा. To be very honest, that was the whole idea. Then once I was into it, फिर धीरे-धीरे पता चला कि what are the challenges we are going to face. Like, let it be a space challenge, let it be a manpower challenge, let it be a understanding this industry overall wala challenge. But gradually, surviving after 4-5 years, then we figured out, okay, now it's a time. We have strengthened our route with 1 or 2 stores. Now we can grow. So continuously we were receiving franchise inquiry, like since our very first initial month. Like after like 4 months of kiosk, we moved to a shop. Touchwood, it was doing so well that we could afford a shop that time. So we were receiving quite a lot of franchise inquiries. So we were like keeping them in a bucket. Like, okay, fine, we'll see. When to give, because we had no idea how to give franchising. We had no idea, what would be the challenges in franchising. But after 4-5 years, we started franchising and we kept opening our own store as well. So today now we stand at 30 plus company-owned stores and around 90 franchise stores all over India.
So, in a nutshell, I mean, it's very easy to say that, but we'll come to the details of that later. Mahantesh sir, please share a little about your journey of reaching 13 outlets for Sandwich Express by selling sandwiches alone. And as your profile says, that your dream is to open 100 outlets by 2030 purely by franchising. So please share how you will be achieving that.
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यहाँ पर NRAI ने हमको बुलाया और ये मौका दिया कि हम हमारा एक्सपीरियंस आपके साथ साझा करें और उस एक्सपीरियंस का कुछ तो पार्ट आपको सीखने मिले और हमारा नॉलेज की वजह से आपका बिजनेस, आपका फ्रेंचाइजी स्टार्ट हो, ग्रो हो. तो इससे एक बहुत बढ़िया फील यहाँ पर मिल रहा है मुझको. अगेन आप लोग हमको सुन रहे हैं. बेसिकली घर पे हमारी बीवी तो बिल्कुल नहीं सुनती, लेकिन आप सब लोग इतना अच्छे से सुन रहे तो वो भी एक बहुत खुशी की बात है. तो फ्रेंचाइजी स्टार्ट करने से पहले हमने जब कार्ड से स्टार्ट किया था, तो फ्रेंचाइजी तो फिलहाल हमने 5 साल से, बिफोर फ्रेंचाइजी स्टार्ट करने से पहले 5 साल से फोकस था हमारा पूरा लर्निंग पे. बिकॉज हमने एक आउटलेट से 2 आउटलेट तो कर लिए थे, दूसरा आउटलेट हैंडल नहीं हो रहा था, परेशान हो रहे थे, उसको बंद कर दिया हमने. तो 1-2 आउटलेट सक्सेसफुली बंद करने के बाद हमने ये सोचा कि इसको इस तरीके से जाना नहीं है, फोकसली लर्निंग के बाद जाना है, फोकसली थेरोटिकल नॉलेज उसको ग्रैब करने के. इसमें हमने 2 से 3 साल कोर डाले और बीच में कोविड आया तो वो 5 साल हो गया और हाल ही हम 2 साल फ्रेंचाइजी एक्सपांड करना स्टार्ट किए. और इस लर्निंग में हमको ये चीज़ समझ में आई कि फ्रेंचाइज करने से पहले जिसको हम फ्रेंचाइज करने वाले हैं उस प्रोफाइल को कुछ अलग अलग तरीके से हमको वेरीफाई करना है. हमारे अगले 5 साल के लिए जो पार्टनर बन रहे हैं वो उनके प्रोफाइल सर्च करते वक्त हम उनका फैमिलियर बिहेवियर भी देखते हैं, किस तरीके से वो अपने लास्ट 1 ईयर 6 मंथ से स्विच हो रहे हैं या किसी बिजनेस में फास्टली कुछ डिसीजन लेते हैं, क्विक डिसीजन टर्न करते हैं। तो इस चीज़ को ध्यान रख के हम फ्रेंचाइजी देने के लिए कम से कम 2 से 3 महीने का टाइम देते हैं उस प्रोफाइल को सिलेक्ट करने के लिए। तो जब अच्छा प्रोफाइल सिलेक्ट होता है तो हमारा फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फ्रेंचाइजी अच्छे से रन होने लगा और उसीलिए हमने ये पार्ट हमारे विजन में भी रखा है कि इंट्राप्रेन्योर जब हम बनाएंगे और उसको एज अ फैमिलियर इंट्राप्रेन्योर हम जब प्रोफाइल सिलेक्ट करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली हमारे मैनुअल्स, हमारे वीडियोस मैनुअल, हमारे स्टैंडर्डाइजेशन वो अच्छे से समझ पाएगा और हमारी तरह हमारे आउटलेट्स को रन कर पाएगा। तो इसी बेस पे हमने सोचा है कि 100 इंट्राप्रेन्योर क्रिएट करने से ऑलरेडी हमारे 100 आउटलेट्स हमारे जैसे ही वो चला पाएंगे, तभी हम 100 आउटलेट को सक्सेस हो जाएंगे। थैंक यू।
Very inspiring, sir. Aman, I'll come to you now. I think you are one of the few who have outlets across all formats. You have Murphies, which is an exclusive fine line outlet. You have Quora, which is like one of the most talked about cocktail bars. Then you have the donor company, which operate in a QSR format. So I want to understand from you, if you can share with us, how do you decide that this is the time I want to start a second donor company? Of course, a healthy balance sheet is one reason, but apart from that, anybody who wants to expand their current business, what would you tell them about when is the right time to go from one Murphy's to the second Murphy's, or from the first to the second to the third donor company, and which format to choose while you choose to expand?
Okay. So, with respect to when you talk about QSR, it's a very different segment, and when you compare to restaurant, it's a very different perspective altogether. So restaurants are way more complex, way more variables in that. So to expand restaurants is a very different decision making. You need to take in account real estate to a very a great real estate is the first thing that you should have in hand to open any restaurant. That's what I feel. So I've been always taken decision. I've always taken decision on the basis of a property value that I get. So I believe the fundamental is if I get a good property and then I invest in that and I know the market well, then it makes sense to open a restaurant. Not that I have a concept and I want to open, then I keep finding a location, then I settle on something. That I don't believe in that. So I think that has not worked for me. So my approach has always been whether if I get a good property where I know the market makes a lot of money, and then I try to decode what kind of concept will work there, and then I open that concept.